Now you mentioned that you talk to the chuds, the bikers, the oath keepers, the weird Keck people. However, the one group you said that you didn't
Proud Boys would not talk to me. Would not talk to me. And I tried multiple times.
They knew you're from. They have message discipline. They know you're from the leftist media.
I have I don't even think that's it.
No, they're afraid of girls.
They're afraid of girls.
They're afraid of girls.
They're afraid of girls.
Yeah.
So like I went up to after I talked to the Woodland Sprite right winger, I went up and tried to talk to some Proud Boys and said, "Hey, so are you with the Proud Boys?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then like two other guys suddenly like come from the crowd to kind of flank the guy, in case I was feeling froggy.
Everyone feels froggy at the alt-right rally. Hey.
And I said, "So what are you doing here today?" And they're like, "We can't really talk to you. The mainstream media has been very unfair to us." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm actually with a small magazine." They're like, "That's even worse. We have to go. We believe in peace, love, and capitalism." And then they just ran off. And I was like, well, that was weird. And then I saw this other guy actually talking to a member of a solo Proud Boy, talking to a member of the press, at least someone with a microphone. And I was like, okay, so this guy's amenable. And I go, "Hi, are you with the Proud Boys?" And he goes, "Nope." And he turns around and like walks away. So then I'm like, okay, like clearly there's some sexism at play here. And you know what? I was a little hurt.
If you told them that you were a housewife, they would have had to venerate you.
Yeah, I should have worn a ring.
I'm with Home and Garden magazine.
I should have worn a ring. So then I tried with a group of them that were wearing shorts, which I figured must be the lowest tier. No offense, Matt.
They haven't earned their pants yet.
Yeah, they haven't earned their pants. And they just immediately turned around and walked away. And at some point, I realized like this was like very strange to me because, as you know, before I moved to New York and started dating nothing but Jews with advanced degrees from Ivy League colleges, I dated guys that just wore Fred Perrys and crossed their arms constantly. Because that, where I'm from, has like left subcultural significance. And I just think that if you're going to walk around dressed like that, you should expect the attention. I mean, they were kind of asking for it.
Yeah, going out dressed like that, wearing with their cool undercuts. I'm gonna go out and fucking shoot some loads, bust some ropes all over some Proud Boys this weekend. I just can't resist it.
You know what? I mean, they're dressed like sluts. But then I like literally ran into one in my hotel. And I was like, "Oh, hey!" Just turned around. He literally ran to the elevator.
So, like I said, this sounds like they're very disciplined. They know that like they have not gotten a fair shake in the media. Every time they try to explain that they're a fraternal organization dedicated to not jacking off, breakfast cereals,
People laugh at them.
and venerating the housewife, and not being racist against white people. Like they can't. People laugh at them. Exactly. They act like it's not
They're
serious.
not getting a fair shake.
Sir, permission to talk to a girl. Permission denied, Proud Boy level 2. You do not have the requisite training to talk to the female sex.
By the way,
it's just so strange. Literally everyone, I mean, let's be honest, I don't look like an alt-right reporter or someone who's sympathetic to that, but everyone was willing to talk to me except the Proud Boys.
You look like you could be from Identity Finlandia.
By the way, I remember reading something about like in the Proud Boy rules and regulations in their operating manual. You can jack off once a month, I believe.
Well, that's at a certain level.
At a certain you can jack off once a month.
Only when you're an operating thetan.
Yeah. However, you can jack off at any time if it's in front of a woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
whether that's like because on the subway or bus
sex.
Or anything, that means just anyone. Yeah. Because that counts as sex.
The thing about this particular subculture is that it was formed by Gavin McInnes saying that like you're all like, castrated, none of you can talk to women, and like there is something to that. Like there's something like deeply alienated about these weird young men that like look kind of normal, like compared to alt-right people. Like there's no goiters. Like
compared to the
they're
guy,
relatively healthy young.
There's that
men.
one dude who's at all of those things who wears plastic frame glasses and he has huge thick liver lips and he looks exactly like if Pepe was turned into a human being.
I look like if Pepe was turned into a human being.
This guy looks exactly like
I'm
Pepe.
slightly
It's
amphibious
horrifying.
looking. That's why I think the alt-right guys become very fixated on me online. But because they want to fuck the frog. They literally want to fuck
They
the
do want to
frog.
fuck the frog. That's pretty obvious.
The name's Kermit Jagger. My father's Mick Jagger, and my mother's a frog. He fucked a frog.
But like there is some weird anxiety about women that like that this subculture has clearly not helped them with, and it's because they've turned not getting laid into a literal identity. I mean, like that is an identity politics now. There's like the incel forums.
I thought like the Proud Boys is not they're not jacking off, but I thought like they're all about going out and like hitting on chicks together and like drinking beer.
They
and,
dress
and-
like
and
men that
picking
hit
up-
on chicks,
and, like,
but
and
they
pick up
don't.
women and stuff.
No,
and, like,
no. But the idea is to at some point find a partner and produce, more Western children. But they don't. I don't think the polo shirt has helped them.
So they're this weird kind of like alt-light, blood and soil kind of not racist though, sort of social club that they feel they haven't gotten a fair shake in the media because of how fucking ridiculous they are just inherently. Should we be concerned about the Proud Boys, or is this just funny?
They're literally scared of women, so no.
Okay, yeah.
Like if they become a problem, like just send girls over there to scare them away.
Yeah.
Like there's a deeply like sexual pathology about these young, seemingly physically normal men. I don't know, maybe they all have weird dicks or something. But like there's nothing physically wrong with them.
But the sexual anxiety and sexual paranoia undergirds so much of this stuff. Not with like the bikers for Trump or the 3%er people.
They're
right?
normal.
They're normal.
They are. They're depressingly fucking normal.
Yeah, they're so
I've
regular.
said this before, but when I went to the RNC rally, the biker for Trump head, his speech was talking about how Jay Leno was showing everyone that motorcycles are actually cool, and it doesn't mean that you're a criminal to like motorcycles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're like a biker for Trump, like you have a fucking great life, dude. You wake up, you're like in your email group, and someone sends you like a picture of like a fat guy in a Speedo, and you reply with like a great normie joke like, you have issues, or like, thanks for that mental image, and it's just like the funniest shit you've ever seen.
They go to Outback with their bright orange wives and have a good time.
They fucking pork their
absolutely do,
wives. Yeah, they pork their wives. Their wives have to say 5 breakfast cereals while they pork them to get to wife level 3 and then they fucking watch TBS, and it's like the best shit. They're like,
They're
I love the
writing
new
Noah
show.
Dads.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Their kids are going to like school, like to fucking, they're in a frat to like learn how to look more like a ham by the time they get older.
They can talk.
They have
to you.
fucking
They're
great
socially
lives.
competent.
Yeah,
racist.
They, in DC, they would like go up and talk to me because they're like, I don't know why they would talk to me. They would like talk to me a lot.
Well, Felix, is what you said like when we were in DC. It's like they all have large sons who they think are going to be natural athletes as soon as they start playing football.
Yeah, they're like, all right, dude, we've worked on my son a lot. We've been giving him pizza rolls every hour for 19 years. The moment he touches the gridiron, he's going to turn into
be unstoppable.
into Richie Incognito, just on virtue of him being fat. But no, like when we were in DC, Matt would just walk by them and just be like, "Fuck you," just hiss at them.
I didn't yell at it. I was always
You
under
like
my
hissing
breath.
it. You're hissing it, but
You're
like,
not always aware of your volume.
yeah,
It's very, very normal volume.
there's Proud Boys and there's Loud Boys, and that's what you are. But I would just go outside, and I was like, well, I was a Trump delegate, so I wasn't doing that. But
Right.
they would talk to me a lot, and it was like, I was just like, wow, yeah, these guys are so fucking regular. They would be like, they would be like, yeah, I own a boating supply store, and it just like, I'm just happy that another businessman is in there.
Yeah, like that's literally them. And I think the Proud Boys are all, I don't know,
The Proud Boys,
stocking shelves at Costco.
No, they're like the thing is they do not want to apologize for making the modern world. Yeah. That's what they mean
They
by
did that.
by white
They did
people. But
do
I'm just
that.
like, well, you didn't do anything. No one's asking
Yeah.
you to apologize for creating anything.
Yeah, you
because
didn't create
haven't
shit.
shit.
No one noticed
even
you until
create-
you bought that
You can't even
shirt.
create ropes because you don't jerk off.
That's such like a childish thing. I didn't even ask to be born. I didn't ask to do the Gutenberg Bible. Shut up.